Joe Zekas from YoChicago.com. Sitting outside a large CTA bus staging area on Armstrong, just east of Elston Avenue in the Jefferson Park neighborhood, and headed for Edgebrook Glen, what was proposed to be a development of 64 luxury single-family homes marketed as a lifestyle of woodsy tranquility. Woodsy tranquility. As you can probably guess from the name Edgebrook Glen, the development is not in Edgebrook, and there's probably not a Glen there, but we're going to see. According to a developer that we quoted 5 years ago in an article at YoChicago.com, there are, quote, lots of mature trees on the site, and the whole community backs up to the forest preserve. There's a mature tree. And here's the signage for Smart Choice new construction on Chicago's northwest side on a park in the heart of Chicago. That's an interesting description. Prices from the 400s. When this development was originally marketed 5 years ago, pre-construction prices began in the 680s and ranged up into the mid-900s. Turning west on Olive at the corner of Lockwood. And 5 years in, you can see that a lot of work still remains to be done. The, quote, lots of mature trees on the site, unquote, are not very much in evidence. They're at the edge of the site, which is also bordered by a railroad line. The tree-lined streets that are still described on the property's website, more accurately described as sapling-lined streets. And it's winter time, so you could expect the saplings to be looking a little bit scrawny as they are. This is the forest preserve that's referred to. There is a little bit of the site that's bordered by the forest preserve. Not the backs up to the forest preserve for the whole community that was originally described. I'm going to step out of the car and take a little closer look here. Give you a little better fix on what backs up to the forest preserve means. You should be able to see the railroad tracks here. And the forest preserve is across the way. It's not directly accessible from the property at all, which is not the impression you would get from the original descriptions and from looking at the website currently today even. Residents do have direct access to the forest preserve through one busted out section of fencing along the northern edge of the property. What you're looking at here is described on the website as wooded grounds in your own landscaped park. And that's the landscaped park, and the wooded grounds are nowhere in evidence. You're looking at the fence that the forest preserve backs up to on the one small stretch of the development that is actually directly bordered on the forest preserve. I'm on Latrobe, and one of the homes here that sold for $991,843 in September of 07 was back on the market a year ago in January as a bank-owned property for $450,000. An almost 50% hit on an almost $1 million purchase price. If you spend a few minutes out here, you'll quickly realize that you're lifestyle of woodsy tranquility is punctuated fairly frequently by the sound of jets on a flight path into O'Hare. Should have good cell phone reception in the area because there are several towers flanking the western and southern portions of the development. Quite a few lots you can see still available for sale out here. It's interesting to see the Dreamtown signs, and Dreamtown is almost an appropriate summary of the entire development, because most of the claims for the development really exist only in your dreams. We're departing Edgebrook Glen now, trying to lock into my mind a vision of woodsy tranquility. I'm sympathetic to the notion of a little bit of puffery when marketing real estate. It's harmless. But I mean, really, there have to be some limits between what you describe and what is. Very few people will find that this vision matches with the one that's sketched on the developer's website and that was promulgated in statements made to us years ago, and I'm sure to other media at the same time. The whole community backs up to the Forest Preserve. Let's leave Edgebrook Glen with those words ringing in your ears.